Yeah, so I'm not going to put in the title. With Iran and Israel, and is this an exit point for some people, even in the U.S.? Might be. Yeah, it's hard to say where this is gonna. Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. Let's see what happens with it. But if it's your year to go, it's your year to go. You never know. I mean, something has to happen eventually. Population used to. Well, it's declining. It's to some level, but it's gonna decline. Eventually in a large scale at some point. Well, it just means that, well, when that happens, that means the world's basically kind of ran its course. But who knows when that's going to happen. So, doesn't mean it's going to happen through this, but you never know. We'll see. I mean, that's partly why the Palladians connected to me recently, at least through their disclosure portal. It doesn't mean they'll be appearing anytime soon. But yeah, it's just kind of a big deal. And the whole thing with ICE and the immigrants and maybe getting rid of people that, whatever, it's just a mess. It's just change. It's rough. So they need someone to, of course, in America, there's a lot of spoiled people here, in case you haven't noticed. And they get spoiled, and they're just, all you can go now is down. You go up, and then you go down. So, for some at least, so. Also need a reality check also. We're not always getting the full story on everything either. So, whatever. Some people just need something to complain about too. Like the whole immigration thing, it's not affecting you, so I'm just gonna get mad about it. Yeah, it's just the way it is. Soul growth to some level, I guess. This Iran thing is kind of, I don't know, man. Being in Israel is not going to be easy, that's for sure. I guess obviously Iran doesn't really care, so we'll see what happens with that. See who survives, but this can also affect the rest of the world too. So I just have to wait and see. So this is a kind of a major turning point. I mean, we need some kind of. It's kind of like when you the chair pulled from under us, you could say. For things to really start to. Kind of like 2020, but a little bit different. We just need a world change where we're living needs to just flip, because the inflation thing's out of control because of the U.S. debt, and the U.S. is still staying in power, but it has to go through some kind of reset. It's just slow. Yeah, basically just out with the old and with the new, basically. And that's where the aliens are assisting us, and we're kind of seeing that, it's for entertainment. Like Hollywood's probably going to die at some point. It might still have some. It won't be like what it used to be, because then anybody can make this stuff. So there's that, and the AI stuff of whatever, making apps and all that. So that's mean the population will eventually decline at some point. They might not be able to look it up though, but there'll just be less people here at some point. It's hard to say when. That's kind of like the new Earth, you can say. Doesn't mean it'll be paradise. It'd just be less people here. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, you look at life, and I was like, you have to keep living this over and over again. I mean, some like it. The cockroaches like it here. The cockroach people, they love this place. I mean, if you can make this place work for you, more power to you. I've run into so many cockroach people, always one in particular. just like loves eating shit. It's like, ugh, it's like whatever. Some kind of soul. Ugh, it's like human cancer. So, either way, yeah, you can't worry about where this is heading. We don't know anything. So, just have to buckle in and see where this turns out. Of course, some are seeing Trump as the Messiah, and that's kind of twisted. Yeah, that whole human worship thing is very bizarre. You think in this day and age, people let that go, but apparently it's still a thing. Even in the spiritual community, when they're supposed to be evolving, and that's not evolving, that's devolve. I don't know. Yeah, they need hero worship stuff. It's, yeah, I mean, politicians and all that. You know, if your favorite word's tariff, I'm not sure. Is that your hero? It's like, that sounds boring. That's like saying like paper clips are your favorite tool in the world. It's like, it's boring. So, yeah. Obviously, we can't be told where things are headed. Obviously, in the Astral Realms, we can't see everything clearly. If it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And we might be seeing some of that very soon, depending on how this turns out. So, and it's like more, maybe not worldwide, but in the U.S., I guess we'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. But we are kind of needing of a change, is what I'm gathering. But, take it for whatever it is. We were seeing it just so slow. And it might continue as a slow change, man. It's like the slowest bus ride ever. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, for a transition, yeah, you don't want to go like a speeding bus that's on fire. Yeah, it's just, man, I guess it just gets people ready for what's to come if you don't know what's coming. Untotal.com, private sessions, maybe. A scheduler, a shop here. Of course, yeah, with the thing with ICE and all the deportations, we don't get the full story on all that. Just there's some groups that gotta go, and maybe they're deporting innocent people too. That might be the case, but there's a lot of bad actors that gotta go. So they've been sitting there forever. So that's a good thing. It's just ugly. I guess it might be a immigration protest this week. Of course, it might be a. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Iran. We'll be glowing in the dark also. Hey, look, we glow in the dark at night and during the day. How about that? So we'll see. I mean, it's not World War III, but it's kind of pieces of it. I guess we'll find out, won't we? I mean, when you're dealing with a nation that doesn't give a shit at this point, especially when you're being by the big guy, being attacked by all these different agendas. We're not getting the full story. We just don't care anymore. We'll see. We just have to wait. And, there's no answers here. But this is a big deal. And the immigration thing is a big deal. I feel like it's necessary, actually. As crappy it might be, but I mean, yeah, some of us are living the dream, right? Yeah. Yeah, live the dream. No, who's living the dream is the cockroach people, whoever they are. That's not a race thing. They're just people that just eat shit and enjoy it and raunch and just. They're living the American dream. Yeah, you might have a well-paying job or whatever, but they can live like a king or queen or ranch or whatever the fuck it is. You'd be surprised. That's the 1%. They have it all, man. They might not be rich, but they got everything else. Yeah, life of yeah, there's some consequences to that too, but whatever. It's kind of once again, it's like living like a king or a queen. You might have an STD, but you have everything else. You might, whatever. That is the 1% though. You'd be surprised. It's not somebody living out in a mansion, all that. You'd be surprised. Yeah, some are just into that thing. They're just into it. It's a lifestyle choice, right? So, yeah. Some lives worth skipping over. Some experiences just worth that's okay. You can have that. That's all right. I'll be cockroach free. That's all right. That's okay. I just live your corner of nowhere. It's better than that. That's for damn sure. Yeah, just a peasant. Be a monk, peasant, hermit. It's better than that life. That's for damn sure. So, yeah. It's like a king and queen or whatever, princess life or whatever it is, duke of poorness, but also twisted enrichment. Self-indulging, yeah, whatever, drug infested. Okay, I'm done with that. Yeah. Well, we're in a time of truth, right? Talk about like the aliens and all that and secret information. And what about that shit? Human cockroaches. What about those guys? You don't hear about those being talked about very often. Secret space program / human cockroach. Self-indulging, eating shit, and loving it. Yeah. Not gonna go into all the details of that. Like I say, life of the 1%. There's your secret information. I'm not sure if it's new information, but it's information I mentioned very often. Put that on your podcast. Your alien disclosure podcast. Manipulation, etc. Soul sucking, propaganda. Either way. Yeah. So going to the neutral astral energies and once again, they can't tell us shit. They signed up for self-indulgent cockroach planet. In that regard, well, it's infested. It's not everybody is not living that, but like I say, maybe some of us are just not missing it. Like, that's where we need to be. God, fuck that shit. And then you find Jesus afterwards and still live that life. God, whatever. Yeah, I'm being kind of cryptic about some of that, but either way. I'm not going into all the details. Nobody wants to hear that crap. But it's everywhere. It's not everybody, but it's out there. The truth is out there. God help us. So going to a neutral energy of, obviously once again, the astral cannot tell us everything. As twisted as the Astral Realm is itself too. We just have to do the human experience thing and just get through this. Make it, if you can make it good, then do so, please, and don't feel bad about it. Just live the best life you can, no doubt. As long as others aren't getting hurt, which most likely is probably not happening. Yeah, don't feel bad about having something good happen. That's good, because you need the fucking takeaways you can get. Jeez. Because the cockroach people are there to just devour everybody. Trust me, I've seen it. I've experienced it. Yeah, it's like, here, I'm in the bottom of the garbage can. I'm trying to pull you down into it. I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that. Even if it's like gold-plated garbage. I'm not interested. So, yeah. Keep the world populated then. If that's your mission, we'll see how that works. Right. So, either way. Yeah, you may be surprised what they can produce. The opposite of cockroachness. Maybe. Maybe. If you can survive it. I can write a book on this stuff. We're not going to do that. It won't be a long book, but anyway. All right, so I'm not the only one who's been through that crap. Okay, we're going to the Astral Realms, and have us not tell us the full story, and just whatever can be said there. Feel the Palladian energies, actually. Sure. I wasn't expecting that. Yep. Sure. All right, we're going to the Palladians, and they're assisting us because, like I said, they're the reason why we're like this, or they're one of the reasons. Of course, that's a little bit longer. But, we can't blame them. Well, kind of. Then, whatever. Blame is all around. Let's put it that way. It goes all around. It's definitely on their plate. Yeah, if it's the Palladians and Syrians and Arturians and, they couldn't keep this world from falling into where it is, that shows they got darkness within their species that still has, situations that have not been healed, but, of course they also said, take the dive into the dark side, and sure enough, here we are. Planetary or Orion Wars and so on. So anyway, all right. Okay, we'll go to the Palladians and see where that goes. All right, blessings. Here we go. Greasy with the Palladians. There is a lot of revealing of one's place here. Doesn't mean that knowledge will not be completely unraveled, but some truths are necessary for your world's growth. But also to look into one's shadow on a worldwide basis. Of course, your truths are not always brought into the public. At least they find other ways of sneaking in, and that's maybe like the Egyptian revealing. There's a lot more going on there, and of course your mainstream knocks it down, and so on. And for that to become more public, is it part of your world's consciousness to fully experience that just yet? I mean, it's there, but it's not time yet for that to be fully revealed, but there are some answers. There's a lot of answers that have not, or questions that have not been answered, but also answers that are still hiding out, not yet ready to reveal themselves. There's so much of that. Well, society has to be want the answer, and some do, but most are not looking forward to it. Well, so part of your society is actually keeping knowledge hidden by destroying themselves. It's like, you want this knowledge? Think again. I'll just go ruin myself. So no. And ruin my family, and ruin whoever. So you'd be surprised how common that is. Like sabotage that occurs worldwide. It's not something that's been mentioned. Well, you're not as you go through awakening and someone in your family comes in, whoever it might be, just derails it. Oh, it can be peaceful, but, or maybe not. And that is saboteur frequencies. And, even parents can be, they have these, I'll go into all the details, but yeah, some parents are, yes, come from the lower astral realms to bring havoc here, and they live off of the news cycles because it's negative energy and fear and all of that. Also testing you to or your frequency and trap your energy into negative propaganda. Some family members there or friends or whoever. So one thing as an observer, that's one thing, but others are literally trying to trap you here, cause you chaos, and also like you can upgrade from that, like you just see what they're doing. It's like I see you're just trying to just turn into a conspiracy theorist, nut house basically. And it's just like you just figure out how the villain operates. Let's put it that way. Could be friend, family member, whoever, and that's a big deal. But yes, the human the worshiping comes from the elites, worshiping an individual, and that has to do with just your gods are still here. Well, they have agendas. Doesn't mean that like even your president for the U.S. is trying to be no. It's just somewhere might be saying he is one when he's not trying to do that at all. Not to say it's perfect, but just to put that out there. There's somewhat, just rely on this person. There's so much propaganda. And that's from the lower astral. And that's what took your world down. False idols, yes. From the lower dimensions. For you to rely on one individual to save you all. To some level. Or to put all the blame on. So, the trickster frequencies. Well, to take, once again, to take your world down to drag it into hell realms altogether, which has not been successful as much as they like. It's just some remnants of it, but not the full. It basically, yes, you can say one of your reasons for being here is so you don't get dragged into the lower dimensions yourself, as many are trying to, because the lost souls that are here, so many of them. Is like you feel their cries. Doesn't mean you have to connect to it, but some of you feel it. Yes, connect to nature to get away from that frequency. But it's everywhere, especially in Los Angeles. Yeah, it might be the city of angels, but more like fallen angel energy, not completely. And why some are living there is to help clear it, because that is a battleground. In some ways, that's no different than Israel. In some ways. Due to the darkness, manipulations going on and so on. Of course, Iran has its own issues, and we're not going to go into all that. Yeah, no, not everything's been revealed up for obvious reasons, even things that we don't even need to bring up. It's just basically, can you find your way through all this and to, keep yourself cleared of all propaganda that's occurring, so much of it. Yes, even on a spiritual level. It could be even worse because it's going after a lot of vulnerabilities there. Yes, the universe sees it, but also it allows certain corruptions, of course, because that's what the soul needs to go through. Well, there's some revealing there. But you're not ready for that yet. Well, because they added some good to it. It's like, but we're doing this good, but we're also doing some bad. But we're doing good. Don't forget that. And hopefully not seeing the bad. So hopefully that we're not being completely transparent of what that means, but to let you discover that on your own. So